Okay. Hey guys, it's Mandela Man coming back at you today on Thanksgiving. I want to tell you guys how thankful I am to be alive. First off, we'll talk about some of my videos have had some sound qualities lately. I'm trying to work on fixing that. I haven't figured it out yet, guys. So if you hear some clicking noises, I don't know what it is. Anyway, today during Thanksgiving, my family had a huge argument about the Mandela effect. They're pretty much split right down the middle. You have a lot of believers, mostly younger people, believe it or not, and you have most of the older people basically shunning the effect. These people even seem scared, like they do not even want to look at the evidence. I don't understand why they're scared of a little knowledge. And I will never understand how we are living in a world where scientists, everybody uses this computer for research. Everybody uses the computer for research who has a brain, right? Who's a scientist, right? Google is a D-Wave computer. We all use it, right? How many years are we going to go with society saying, well, gee, you can't believe everything you read on the internet. You can't trust the internet. Are you guys crazy? This internet is the most sophisticated piece of technology that humankind has probably ever come up with. The computer literally has, the internet literally has all the knowledge of the entire world from almost every century accessible through the computer. I can't, for the life of me, I can't understand how you can ignore this technology. Okay? When you Google something, you learn the truth about something. You look it up, you look on YouTube, and you weigh things, You look at things, you find a little truth here. If it keeps coming up, if it's consistent, it's just like science. When you have consistent results, you have a truth, you have a fact all of a sudden, right? And how many years are we going to go in the world? How many more years down the road do we have until this Mandela, what has happened with the effect, is put into our daily knowledge, our everyday knowledge? We all know that in science, if a new theory comes up, it's laughed at, it's shunned. Every time. It almost takes 50 to 100 years for a scientific principle to become a fact. Are we really going to have to wait another 50 years for the rest of society to catch up with what has happened? Will anybody even remember it by then? I almost doubt it. If it's not all cataloged in the computer, we're not going to remember it. So that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to say. Quit laughing at research, everyone. Research, that's what smart people do. If you don't like research and you're too lazy to do your homework, then walk through life in a daze and a haze. Don't realize that we could be living in it's like my grandpa asked me, what is the difference if Mickey Mouse doesn't have suspenders anymore? What's the difference? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares if reality has changed? I just can't believe that, okay? Anyway, we're gonna finish wrapping up our celebrity names that have changed. And we left off with Marilyn Monroe's maiden name, being originally Baker, and then now in this reality, it's changed to Mortensen. And some people have noticed that the lady is a lot skinnier. Okay. Next on, starting with the second part of the list, the next on the list is another cartoon thing. It's from Hanna-Barbera, who make Yogi Bear and the Jetsons and the Flintstones, okay? So, Hanna-Barbera, right? The guy's name is Hanna, William Hanna, and I believe Joseph Barbera, right? So how would you spell Hanna? Well, if you said like this, Hannah, the way that we all remember it being, so that Hanna and Barbera were almost the same length. Hanna is 6 letters, Barbera is 7, I believe, right? So it was, when you looked at the logo for this, it was symmetrical almost. It had like a symmetrical fluency to it, right? William Hanna. Now, this man's name is this. William Hanna. Hanna. It changed. How many remember? I'm not gonna argue with my family. It's whatever you remember. If you're from a reality where it's always been this way, then you got nothing to worry about. I guess you don't care about the effect because it's not affecting you, right? So if you always remember, like my aunt actually said to me today, the North Pole never had any landmass. But then her husband tried to argue that it melted away. So there's a double think there, right? So what do you think? Hannah or Hannah? Okay, next on the list, we have, well, it says Chris Everett, but I think I already did that, right? Chris Everett is Chris Everett now. He's a famous tennis player. We're going to skip that. I think I already did that one. And we're going to go to this guy. Not somebody I'm super familiar with, but this has come up again and again in the research. The guy's name is Marcel Bardot, and he is a Canadian artist, a famous Canadian artist. Marcel Bardot, and that's how you spell Bardot, Bardeau. Now this guy's name is Marcel. Wait, I don't understand. What changed about this? Oh, okay, yeah. So Marcel Bardot, yeah, became Marcel Barbeau, or whatever. So the D flipped around to a B, Barbean instead of Bard. Okay, like I say, I'm not super familiar with the guy or his work, but it's come up again and again, confirmed by multiple sources. In other words, right? All right, then we got from the band The Pretenders. I believe she's the lead singer, right? Chrissy Hines. That's the way I remember it. Chrissy Hines. Hines being Hindes. Okay, now from The Pretenders, her name is Chrissy Hines. Hinde. So she lost the S on the end of her name, okay? Next we got a little more famous guy here. This one's crazy to me because the second spelling, I just can't wrap my head around it. It just doesn't look right? We all know Mr. Lawrence Fishburne, right? Fishburne being Fishburn. Well, that guy has switched to this. And no, he didn't go and change his name. In this reality, he's always been this, just like every one of these. Fishburne. He gained an E at the end of his name, right? Okay. Next, we have Mr. Russell Crowe. Pretty simple. Crowe being Crow. Now, he also gained an E. Russell Crowe with an E at the end. Weird, right? Does that look like from the world you remember how we would spell crow, or anyone would spell crow? Crow? Does anybody remember their spelling about, consonants and vowels and E before I and just any of that stuff? Do you guys remember any of that stuff? Or has the fluoride and the chemtrails blocked your brain in such a way that you can't even access memories from, I don't know, 5, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Next, we got Mr. Roy Schneider from Jaws, a movie that has a chain. Okay? We're gonna need a bigger boat? No, you're gonna need a bigger boat now. He's saying you're gonna need a bigger boat. Like as if that ship captain could ever afford a bigger boat. And if you watch the new Ghostbusters movie, they actually have the old line in it. They actually say, we're gonna need a bigger boat in the new Ghostbusters. But you know what? Go back and watch the original movie, and you're gonna see you're gonna need a bigger boat. So what is that? Are they just laughing in our faces by putting that in the movie to rub it in our face that we're so dumb we don't even realize that? Maybe it's a test, right? Roy Schneider, okay? The sheriff from Jaws. Schneider. Schneider. Now his name is Roy Scheider. So he lost the N in the middle of his name. Scheider. Some people actually don't ever remember the spelling. Okay, so it's pretty much like 50-50 on that one. But I sure do. Roy Scheider. Alright, next on the list we got Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton. Thornton. Thorton. Just like in around the city of Chicago, we have gas stations called Thorntons. Just like that says right there. Okay? But both this guy's name and also the gas station that is the same as this guy's last name, Thorntons, they both became Thorntons. So there's like a connection there, right? Billy Bob Thornton now. When the hell has this guy ever had an N in his name? Thornton? Thornton? You guys, that is crazy. I don't know. Alright. Arguing with my family just got my head spinning with this stuff because I challenge them to just watch a couple of my videos. They won't look at them. They refuse to look. It's like I don't want to look in the mirror. The truth is blinding. It's just hurting them, hurting their souls. Some people, it hurts their soul to realize that something spiritual could actually happen in this universe. They've been so sold on evolution lies for all this time that they basically threw away God a long time ago. They just don't even believe in anything. I don't even think that some of these people even know there's ghosts or anything, right? Alright, anyway, next we got Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, original spelling of Whoopi, Woopie. How many remember that? How many remember the new spelling? Whoopi, Whoopi Goldberg. Okay? Now this one I'm not 100% positive, but it seems like I do. I'm about 90% positive that I remember this old spelling. It looks very familiar to me, but I was never a huge fan, so therefore I'm not 100%, right? Alright. I'll try to say those 90% till the end. Anyway, Next on the list, I am 100% sure about this one. We have this lady who married the singer from Coldplay, right? Gwyneth Paltrow, from a very rich family, right? Gwyneth being Gwенeth. Gwyneth. How can you change that around? How could you possibly switch that name? It's this now. Gwyneth, which is not even really the same name, you guys. Gwyneth Paltrow? Wasn't she Gwyneth Paltrow? Right? See the Y there? In Gwyneth? Gwyneth? Boy, that's weird, right? Alright. Next. Very pretty lady. At least I think so. Halle Berry. I remember the spelling. Halle. Hale Berry. Berry. Well, now it's this. Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Right? Another one I'm about 80% on, not 100%, but pretty damn sure. Pretty damn sure, you guys. Let's see. Alright, next one. Who made the best movie of all time? And for the first time ever, it's not on the number one list this year, I think. It was Citizen Kane, and it was made by Mr. Orson Welles, a frickin' genius. But Orson, good old Orson Welles, being Welles, now is this. Orson Welles, Welles. Does that seem right to anyone? Does anyone remember this spelling? Because I remember this spelling. Yeah, because he's one of my favorite, like, artists of all time, right? Now he's this. Not much of a difference, but still, it's a difference. It's different. It's not different. Anyway. Okay. This lady, I specifically remember this from a movie a long time ago where she played her and then she played her twin sister. So she played both roles. And I remember, how cool that was, and just reading her name being like this. Cate Blanchett. Kate, Kate being with a K. Kate, right? Not anymore. Now she's Kate with a C. Kate with a C. Does that even look right? Anybody ever seen the Kate spelled this way? I don't think I've ever seen it spelled this way. I have now. Okay, I am 100% sure about this one. Miss Katharine Hepburn from Gone with the Wind, right? Katharine. Katherine. Hepburn. Okay? Katharine. How could it be this? Katharine with an A? Katharine? Katharine. Hepburn. This is what it is now. Everyone, this is what it is now. Every movie you watch, like I say, a lot of people don't even, I realize I haven't even explained the Mandela effect on any of these videos, because I figure my videos are pretty much for deep researchers, but now I realize some of my family doesn't realize what's going on, or what the Mandela effect even is. I'm telling you that this lady didn't go and change her name. Okay? These people, no company went and changed its name. No. The name has always been a second spelling. So like a Kit Kat bar always had a dash in it. But I'm telling you, if you went back and watched a commercial from the 80s, you wouldn't see a dash there anymore. That's the effect, okay? It's not that somebody came along and changed something or decided to change their name. No, the thing changed, but it's always been that way in this world. I don't know how. There's not any other way to put this. Some people are just having a hell of a time wrapping their head around this thing. There's no other way to explain it. I mean, without going into detail and hours of research, how are you going to explain it to somebody? What is the best way to say you're in a different reality? Next we got Colin Farrell. Pretty good actor. I've been paying attention to him since he came on the scene, right? Watch almost every one of his movies. Colin Farrell. Farrell being Farrell. Okay? Now the guy is Colin Farrell with two R's. Farrell. Okay? Added in an R to his name. We're almost done, you guys. Alright, next we got Batman himself, right? A lot of Superman, a lot of Batman effects. I have many more, but this is one of them. The new Batman is Ben Affleck, and his name is Benafleck. Because when you say Affleck, I even heard a comedian last night say Affleck. Okay, kind of like making a little joke about his name because this is the way it's spelled. Okay, Affleck. Ben Affleck, like how you say it in your head. That's the way it's spelled now. They added an extra F to Affleck. Affleck. But man, like all my life, it's been this way. All my life. Every film. Except for the new Batman. And now when I go back and look at the old films, they've all changed too. Right? That's how it works, guys. Next, alright, I think we're getting into the end here, so some of these I'm not 100% on, I'm just pretty damn sure. I always want to preface any of these effects. If I'm not sure about it, I'm going to tell you I'm not sure about it. The rest of these, I'm 100% about. In my memory, this is the way they were. Okay? Here we go. Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, right? Sylvester Stallone. And in this world, I can't believe how many Rocky movies there are. There was never that many in my world, but whatever. Sylvester Stallone. Stallone being Stalone. How many people remember this? From like Hard Rock Cafe, he's a part-time owner. How many remember seeing that name in lights all their life? Every Rocky movie. Well, you didn't see it, or you must be misremembering, like everybody says to people who are experiencing the effect. We must have Alzheimer's. Are you nuts? The guy's name is this now. Stallone with two L's. It also looks correct, sort of. Stallone. But I'm about 80% sure. I almost want to say 90. So, alright, next one is have a little patience. Yeah. Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. Pretty simple, right? How could you screw that up? Axl, Axel, Rose, Rose. Let's see how, whatever, the demons are CERN, mix it around. Let's see what happened to it, right? Here's what happened. Axl got a new, cool, trendy spelling. Like Axel without an E. Like it's clever, right? Axel, AXL. It's not even a name, guys. It's not even proper grammar. Okay, I'm going to save him till the end. Next guy. Pretty damn sure about this one. Viggo Mortensen. You know, from Lord of the Rings, right? Vigo being V-I-G-O. Well, no. That guy's name is Vigo. V-I-G-G-O. How many people remember Vigo from Ghostbusters? And how did they spell his name? Okay? I'm about 90% on this one. Used to be this. Now it's this. Okay. Next we have Mr. Robert. He's not actually on the list here, but I have him in the card, so this must be in effect, right? Right. Where is it? Sorry guys, I'm a little distracted here. Alright, anyway, Robert Duvall. How many people remember this spelling? Now, how many people remember this spelling? Okay, Duval, D-U-V-A-L, or Duval, D-U-V-A-L-L. Sure, there's not a big, huge difference there, but it's different. And because he's not on the list, you guys are going to have a little patience for about 2 seconds while I look up to see and make sure which one's really the name. Because I'm not going to steer you guys wrong. I'm not going to give you incorrect information. If I make a mistake, I apologize, but let's just take a look. And he comes up with 2 L's now, right? I was pretty sure, but I wanted to be positive, so I'm not steering you guys wrong. So this is the new spelling. Now about 90% sure that it was always like this. Not 100%, but about 90. Okay. I'm pretty damn sure about this guy. Love this band. I saw them in an actual concert. Okay, I could not believe that these 2 guys got back together. It was like a miracle when it happened. Okay. Simon and Garfunkel, guys. Art Garfunkel. Garfunkel being G-A-R-F-U-N-K-L-E. Well, not anymore. No, he's Garfunkel. G-A-R-F-U-N-K-E-L. So the L and the E had a little switch around. Did a little changeroo. Little change around. About 90% sure on that one, guys. Alright, we're getting to the end here. We got Mr. the Joker himself, Luke Skywalker, Mr. Mark Hamill. That's the way most people remember it. With Hamill being H-A-M-I-L. I'm about 80% sure. And now his name is Hamill. H-A-M-I-L-L. 2 L's instead of 1. I am about, I would say 80% sure that this never had 2 L's. Okay? Now it does. Alright. And next we have Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. This has definitely changed. Okay, Osbourne. O-S-B-O-R-N-E. That looks pretty damn normal to me. That looks pretty good. But I guess I'm not 100%, about 75% on this one. Osbourne now? O-S-B-O-U-R-N-E? I would love to hear what you guys think about it. Do you guys remember the old spelling like this? Or do you guys like always remember him like this? And Ozzy, what's really weird about him is that he once had like a famous mugshot printed in all the newspapers, and he's wearing a jersey, like I think it's a basketball jersey from a team that never existed in this world. You guys, like a team, like a national team that just never existed. Where the hell did he get that shirt? Where the hell did that team? What's going on? How can he have a jersey from a team that like literally doesn't exist. Well, in our world, in my world, it did exist, okay? And that's on a different list. We'll get into that. We're just doing names right now, but I just want to mention that. Alright, this guy's important because we all know that, certain special message, talked about James Bond, Bond number 1, and Mandela, right? And everybody knows by now, I hope, that the first James Bond was a guy named Nelson. Okay, his last name was Nelson. I think Barry Nelson. Is that right? So you got Nelson, and then the other sign on that scientist is Mandela. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up CERN's "We Are Happy at CERN" video. Okay, watch that, and you'll get another big Mandela effect clue, right? So James Bond, another James Bond, which everyone thought was the first one, I believe, was this guy, Sean Connery. I think that looks pretty right. Does everyone remember? I'm not even going to flip it over. Does everyone take 2 seconds or a minute and look at this name? Does that look correct to all the James Bond fans? Does that look fine to you? Sean, Sean, of course, and Connery, Connery. Does that look like you always remember it being? It's this now. He had a little N added to his Connery. Is that a clue? Talking about a con job, right? His Connery. Connery. I'm about 65% sure on this one. Not 100%, but I'm pretty positive. I'm pretty confident in that, right? Now this guy, he just came up. Here's what happened. About I would say a month and a half ago, I was watching Saturday Night Live, or one of those shows, and this guy was brought up about how cool his Sherlock Holmes show is on Netflix. And that's Benedict Cumberbatch. They were saying how I barely knew who this guy was, but they were just talking about how cool the Sherlock Holmes is now. And how good this guy is as Holmes. Cumberbatch. They said it like a million times. Cumberbatch. And what's really weird about this guy, now he is just right now starring in a movie in the theaters where he plays Doctor Strange, a guy who can literally manipulate other dimensions. Okay, that's what the movie's about: is manipulation of other dimensions. Okay, dimensional manipulation. Cumberbatch. Well, it's very ironic that he's in that movie because this guy must have actually shifted dimensions because Cumberbatch is no more. Cumberpatch is now. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Benedict Cumberbatch, like a batch of frickin' cookies. Cumberbatch. When I first heard this, it was on Saturday Night Live again, but this week. I believe the one with Dave Chappelle. And I was like, what? Cumberbatch? Or maybe it was the week before. He might have hosted. And they're like, Benedict Cumberbatch, singing a song. And I was like, yo, like, yeah, right now that is like almost like, it's like hurting my ears, like weirding out my mind and my ears because it doesn't sound right. It is not the way I remember it from like 3 weeks ago. I definitely remember a Cumberbatch, not a Cumberbatch. Okay. Last on my list anyway is this guy, a wonderful actor. Can't say enough good things about this guy's work. Mr. Sam Neill. Neil. Neil. Neio, right? Well, we're gonna switch that around. We're gonna add an E. Well, no. We're gonna add an L. Mr. Sam Neill. About 90% sure. I'm gonna go 95% sure about this one. Because I've seen this guy in so much stuff. I don't know. I don't remember this. That's the way it is now. Alright, and last but not least, since I made the last video about the name changes, I had a couple people contact me with a couple more names that weren't on my list. So I'm going to give you guys that before we end this video. Zach. Okay. Give me a minute, you guys. Oh, where are they at? Where are they at? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I hate pauses in videos like this, but we're just going to have to find this information. Where is it? Let's see. Unless somebody erased it on me, you guys. No, I think someone erased it actually. I had some definitely some new information on some other names, but it looks like somebody got into my mail and it actually erased my mail. Come on. Yeah, I can't believe it, you guys. But anyway, somebody sent me, and there was like 2 more new names, and somebody else erased them. So if I find those again, I will include them in another video. So that's all for now, you guys. Anyway, like I said, Thanksgiving was really stressful. I don't know what is with the anti-intellectual type of society we're living in. And the most ironic part about all that is these liberals think that they are the intellectuals because they've been brainwashed by Harvard or Yale or one of these socialist communist professors. You guys think you're the intellectuals? Boy, man, what a backwards world we're living in. When the Trump supporters are the intellectuals, there's something wrong. Everything is backwards. Almost everything in society is the opposite meaning of like what it truly used to be. I'll let you guys think about that, chew on that for a while. The next video is gonna be amazing because next time we're gonna talk about the list of businesses that have changed. They're changed, not their names. They've changed logos and names for all time, forever, since they were founded, right? So I don't know, this is the problem I had with my uncle today. I was like, so what? Did somebody he's like, what's the difference? They changed their name back in time. I'm like, so what are you talking about? Like, somebody got in a time machine and like literally went back in time and changed the name? Like, do you see the logic there? It's crazy. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.